What's up, guys? PokePsota here. We're going to have a nice little video on cards that have spiked this week, according to TCGplayer. Of course, this is something TCGplayer puts out every week, talking about the cards that have spiked across the platform. Again, does not mean they are the most valuable cards. Doesn't mean they're the ones selling the most. It's just the ones they've seen the biggest price increase. It's kind of weird how they pick them. I really don't know how they do it, but we're going to check it out. Other thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Sam's Club drop that happened yesterday. Let me know if you guys got some. And then we're going to actually open up one of these bad boys. What you going to do when Pitch Black comes for you. Very excited to open this up. Let's see what we get on that. We'll open that towards the end. So for anybody that's here for just the cards, that have spiked this week on TCGplayer, you can quit watching after that. So here's what we got, guys. PokePsota here, guys. Like and subscribe as always. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Now, when we go here to the biggest price spikes, all on TCGplayer on 7/8 of 2026. I know you're thinking, you're like, what the heck? It's 7/22. This one, for some reason, got posted late on TCGplayer. I think he probably wrote it around 7/8, and I think it got posted right around 7/19. So not sure what going on. Corbin Hosler, I think you got screwed. But let's check it out. First one we got on here is a Salamence. This is an amazing looking card, e-reader type card. Salamence, I don't think it's enough love. It's kind of one of those dragon type that people really don't mess with much. And it's when you ask people about their favorite Pokemon, Salamence isn't coming in there very often. Now you look at this one. Let's go ahead and get two near mint copies. 3 of them are available. And this is a $600 card, $1,000 card, $1,000 card. This one, I don't know exactly what they are having for PSA 10 copies of it, but if you look through it, the sell-through rate's not that crazy, and in the 1 month, one is sold. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes they put cards on here, I'm not sure what they're doing. But this is a Salamence here. Here's a Salamence e-reader card too. This is the E-League, the Nintendo promo. This one is quite crazy. I've seen this card in person. Near mint copies of this one selling for, I don't know if I'd go with that one. That one looks a little shady for $100. Then you got $1,000 cards right here from these two sellers. That guy has a ton of sales though, so I'm kind of I like to see a picture of it and see what it is. But another Salamence card right there, very cool card. E-reader cards are awesome. Now we got the Blastoise promo. This is from the XY promos. There's a Charizard, Pikachu, Venusaur, and a Blastoise promo. These are awesome boxes. They were from Generations. You get 4 Generations packs. You get this promo plus a Blastoise in there. I do have two or three of these boxes in my garage, and I have 4 or 5 of the Charizard ones. Just up until a few years ago, these were about $200 to $300 boxes. They were $20 boxes off the rip when Generations hit in 2016. But now, very, very expensive. And when I look at the near mint copies, you're thinking, is there a play to make on this? $287, $200, $300, $290. I want to say yes, there is a play, but it is not a good play. Okay, these XY promos, and actually, let's see, we'll go to Poke Data, we'll go to Sets, and we'll go to XY Promos. I'm going to show you the abysmal. I mean, it's insane, these promos. God, they got some crazy, we got to get. So, like, here's the Pikachu, here's the Blastoise one, okay? So, Blastoise one, of course, you gotta log in. This is so crazy. I don't know what the deal is. It doesn't let me do anything right now. But we're gonna log in, continue from there, then we'll go find this stuff all again. Just because it sounds like it's a fun journey. We're having a great journey right now. All right. Now, this one, 95 10s, 703 9s. Not what I want you to see. Look at the amount of 8, 7, 6s, and 5s. That is why you have a $15,000 card to an $1,100 card. And if you think that's crazy, guys, let's try to find that Charizard that's on here. This one right here, the Pikachu, Pokehob, shout out, his favorite card ever. 61 10s, $30,000 card. A 9 in this one is worth $2,500. This card raw, this card raw is worth quite a bit of money. It is so hard to get these. They package them into these damn boxes. The corners got bent all to hell. The Charizard, I think the Pikachu one does go for the highest, if I'm going to be super honest. Here's the Venusaur one. This one's a $10,000 PSA 10, and we're looking for Charizard. There he is right there. Charizard, this is a card I've owned once or twice. I can't remember. In a 9, I've never had a 10. But this one, the price on that 10 is crazy. I can't believe it's not worth more than that. $8,000 is it. So Blastoise is coming in at number 2. Charizard comes in at number 3. Venusaur at 4. And Pikachu, crazy, crazy money right there. But it's an awesome card. Look at this one in the 1 month. You'll see that it went from about $260 all the way to about $209. 12 sold, 352 for the highest sales. If you look at this one for near mint copies, you have 10 of them listed. Once you get through those 10, it gets up to about a $700 card pretty quick. So very cool looking card, awesome looking card. All right, Armored Mewtwo. Now this card was a promo. This was an X. No, this is a Sun and Moon promo. So you need to take a look at this one too. Okay, this being a Sun and Moon promo, this came. You got this in every collector's chest you bought. All right, they look like basically lunchbox chests. That's what they were. This Armored Mewtwo came in every one of them. Now, the Armored Mewtwo, when you look at 302 and a 10, look at those gem rates, guys. They were crazy. They packaged them in there so bad. It's so wild. So $10,000 card. Armored Mewtwo is one of my favorite Mewtwo cards. These lunchbox tins are now worth a fortune because the card itself is worth like $200-300. And if we start looking at some of these stuff on here, if you go to near mint copies, this will blow your mind. 250, that's Japanese. 290, 300, 300. If you look at the sell-through rate on these, this was about a $253 card, now up to 290. In the last month, you've had 7 of these selling, 400 being for the highest. Armored Mewtwo, awesome looking. No other card like this that you'll see. Armored Mewtwo is awesome. Now, we got some Brilliant Stars trainer galleries in here. Okay, these things are going pretty crazy actually. In the 1 month, you're going to see that this one, you know, it appears it has went down a little bit, but I want you to look at the 1 year on these. These were down to $8 cards. Now they're up to $20. So whenever someone says, you know, what kind of investments are you making in Pokemon? These are the investments to make. Okay, the trainer galleries are a great investment to make. They're only going to go up higher. The problem with a lot of these is anything, I think it's TG trainer gallery 1 through 30. That's what they did for Brilliant, Silver, Astral, Lost Origin. Oh my gosh, Galarian Gallery was for Crown Zenith, but it might have just been Astral, Silver, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars. I think that was it. They all the trainer galleries. So it was basically an alt art set, is what it was. All the way till I think trainer gallery 20 or 15, I can't remember. They were all smooth. 1 through 15 or 1 through 20, all smooth, no texture. After that, they were all textured. Then the last 2, trainer gallery 29 and 30, they were always a different color. They were you know, they were black based with like a little bit of, like, I don't know, some, not necessarily hollows, but it had something in there. I got a set right here. Let me grab it. Uh, I think I have a set. I'm gonna take it back. I don't think I do have a set. So I know I have a set of the Brilliant Stars one. I have like a complete set. I'll have to look for it and find it. But great looking cards. These Flareon, unbelievable looking card. Jolteon, same type deal. If you look at the 3 month, this was a $15 card. Look at the 1 year though, guys. $6 card, up to $20. 3x in your value. Vaporeon, let's go. We got it as a $3 card. Now it's up to $10. 3x's in their value. These are the moves that you can make. Okay, you don't have to buy a $300 booster box. You could buy 10 of these cards and you're still going to make your money. Okay, so if you bought, I mean, if you bought these cards at $3, okay, and you buy 100 of them, you're going to go from $300 you got in there, then you're going to 3x that money. You're going to be at $1,000. That is faster than any booster box is going to do in a year. Tell me I'm wrong. I would tell you that, I have real estate to sell you in Canada and I don't even have a Canadian, citizenship. Cards can be a great play. You just have to be able to figure out which cards you think are going to go. And what I would say with that is the cards that you think are obvious plays, they're obvious plays for a reason. They're probably going to go up. These cards are phenomenal. The Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon, awesome looking cards. Okay. Now let's keep going through some of these. Mimikyu. Everybody loves Mimikyu. Now, this Mimikyu one of my favorite ones that was in the set. Brilliant Stars nailed it with these. The 1 year on this one, $35. Now it's up to $75. Okay. This is over doubled. All right. Great looking card. No texture on that one either. This one, the Mimikyu VMAX, there's texture on this card. Gorgeous looking card. Okay. The 1 year on this one, look at it, $35. Now up to $80. All right. 2x. Unbelievable. Sylveon. This one has been going nuts. This card right here, 1 year, $39. Now it's up to $82. These are cards, you guys. Instead of buying a booster box, you could buy 10 of these. You don't have to make the grading play on these. The grading play is awesome if you can do it. Tough to do. Now, this one right here, Umbreon V. One of my favorite Umbreon cards. Okay. It just looks like Umbreon's a pet and just kind of sitting there and like looking back, like, you know what, like this is what's up. Umbreon's a huge cat, man, or a huge Umbreon. I don't know if it's a cat or what, but $41 now up to $68. Okay, that one only went up about 50%, or 1.5 times the money. Then you got this one, Umbreon VMAX. This one textured, unbelievable looking card. Okay, 1 year, you're up 118%, guys. $60 up to $122. It's crazy. And that's what I'd like to show you too, is like percentage wise. You can look at the 1 year, I'll give you the percentage up here. So when you look at the Flareon, the 1 year, okay, up 120%. Jolteon, 225%. Vaporeon, 237%. It's so crazy, guys. So definitely some stuff to do, some things to look at. So these are some price spikes and things like that are happening. Now, what I want to talk about and I want to touch base on is the Sam's Club drop. Okay, Sam's Club here. I went on to a website, a person I follow. They had how many are going to be in store. Is roughly we had 2 pallets of them, is what it was. I pulled up to the store at 7:58, and there's a line of like 80 people. I can't believe it. Okay. So about 8:02, the doors are open and stuff. People are walking in. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna walk in, and this, grandma with 3 kids behind me gets in line, and they're like, I just don't know if we're gonna get any. I'm like, don't worry, you're gonna get some. And of course, I just like, hey, if I get the last two, I go, you can have them. Like, it's not that it's not the biggest deal to me, but it's a set of heroes. It's a cool set, but like, they're gonna enjoy opening it more than I'm gonna enjoy collecting it probably. Of course, we walk in, I'm, videotaping and stuff like that. Someone's, kind of talking to me about some of the things with cards, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I didn't think, this would be that crazy. One pallet's gone. The next pallet, they're starting to give stuff. So I get 2 off the next pallet, like the first layer. It's probably sold out by 8:30. Okay. So a guy in the parking lot's talking to me, and he's just like, gosh, I wish I could grab more of these. And I'm just like, God, I don't see what the big deal is. It's 14 packs to send heroes. It's $120 total, $60 each. Well, they're selling for $225, $230 on TCGplayer. So I get why people want them. You can make $300-$400 in a morning just by getting those 2 things. But the thing is, though, is the guy said, he goes, this is the only set people are wanting to buy. And I was like, well, it's crazy, because I go Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, Pitch Black. Pitch Black just came out. I'm like, why don't people want this? He goes, well, because he goes, no one wants to buy it from me when I get it. And it's so true. Best Buy, they had stuff last Friday when it released. They still had 2 ETBs today. One of the guys in town I do cards with, he said, he goes, Best Buy still has 2 left. I'm like, oh, be damn. Like, it's just sitting there. Target has Chaos Rising, Pitch Black, and Perfect Order sitting there. Remember, collect PCP. Don't smoke PCP. Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, Pitch Black. Great sets. Well worth it. Okay? So I'm telling you, if you can find those at MSRP or less, buy them. booster boxes. Don't feel bad for people if they're like, oh, they're selling booster boxes for MSRP. Distro is selling those to them for $95 to $105 typically. Okay, so a case of booster boxes is going to cost them roughly about $600, and they're going to sell it for probably about $1,000 to $1,200. They're going to make money on it, guys. Don't worry about it. The only time they're not going to make money is when they start selling for less than $100. Okay, that's pretty much how it is. And then they start really, really getting close to breaking even when they're about $120, $125 if they're selling online because of shipping, taxes, and fees, things like that. Okay, so Sam's Club for me, it went pretty good. I got my two. I know Sam's Club website that night was a shit show, but I got my two. Super happy about it. Now, the moment some of you might have been waiting for, some of you might not have, but I got the Pitch Black ETB. We're going to open this thing up. Again, I have not at all done too crazy so far on Pitch Black. Opened two booster boxes, packs 1 through 72. I did get the SIR for the Zorora. Very cool looking card. So we're going to do this. Okay. We got the booklet right there. And like I always do, I like to open these up to see what's inside of these. And looks like we have the Darkrai, Zorora, Chandelier, and Beedrill. Okay, so you got some nice little art in there. We got the book. The book has a real nice smooth feeling to it. Feels different. So of course, what are we trying to find and what do we want to get? We want to get the Darkrai. That's the one. I've had friends pull them. I have not. This is a very cool looking art though when you open this thing up. Very nice. Okay. I do like how they've done this. Makes it nice and easy when you pull these things out. So let's take a look and see what you actually have when you go through here. So we have the Darkrai. Okay, sleeves. Very nice. And of course, good old some energies. We got the dice, black and yellow theme for the dice. Very cool. Then we have the coin. Coin's got Darkrai on it. Purple coin right there with Darkrai. Nice. If you hold it wrong, you don't know what the hell you're looking at. It looks like something. Got Darkrai there. So cool looking coin. And then you have your packs. And let us not forget the promo. The Zyrude promo. Very, very cool. That one, very excited about. So, all right, let's go ahead and do this. First pack. Now, again, I have not had terrible luck, but I have not had the best luck. I'm hoping for that Darkrai. I got destroyed. What do we got? Oh, nothing. I got destroyed on Cash Rising. Like 200. I kept saying like 100 packs. No. God, no. I did 200 freaking packs to that one. Senna Scorch, Primeape, Arm Fossil, Gwyn, Sea King, Dark Bell, Delmise, Matastiff, and more Peko EX. We got Fizzin, Armor Fossil, Type Null, Tropus, Trepacannon, Bronzong, Slowbro. What do we got? Nope. Nope. Dang it. Not going so well, guys. Not going so well. But I do agree. And then the other thing I've heard too is my guy locally that gets Distro, he did get his 30th allocations, or at least what he had a chance to get. He said it's no different than Ascended Heroes. So he thinks he'll be printed about as much as Ascended Heroes for 30th is what it sounds like for him. The other thing I can tell you is that the Rayquaza set, it's going to be kind of like, oops, messed that up, but I got the Tremendous Bomb. Awesome. That is a cool looking full art. Nice. But the Rayquaza set's basically going to be all or nothing Rayquaza. The set itself doesn't seem like it's going to have a ton of pull with it. And so it's going to be either get the Rayquaza, SIR, the Hyper Rare, kind of like with the last sets we've had, guys. I mean, Pokemon kind of knows what it's doing. They're giving you a couple hits per set, and that's it. then the specialty sets they go all out. So we'll see what happens. We should be due for a specialty set from the 30th, but we probably might have one. I think we're going to have a Shining set in January, but I have not seen anything that would say that's true. I hope we do. Oh, Delmi's IR. That is the third time we pulled that one. So got a bunch of those. Anybody's a Delmi's fan out there, let me know. Put a pirate ship in the comments or something like that, I guess, because it's about as good as it gets. Oh, we might have something here. Fossil Query. Nope. Maridon. Last pack. Last pack magic. Got the chandelier on there. Let's see what happens. I'm not feeling it, guys. Bryon, Electric, Litwick, Vipik, Manic, Bennett, Tremendous Bomb, Misty's Vitality, oh, Whalmer, and Chiyu. So that's what we got, guys. But hey, remember, some of the top cards off TCG Player that are selling right now, how the Sam's Club drop went for you, and then opening up our Pitch Black ETB packs number 73 through 81. So I got another ETB somewhere around here. Place is a mess. But hey guys, that's what I got for you today. Remember, PokePsota, like and subscribe, and as always, catch them all.